What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Looks like Hermione Granger used the time turner necklace for time travel. Did you know that it's been 20 years since the most amazing book of wizardry and magic was released by J.K. Rowling? Yep, you've heard that right, 20 years! Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone hit bookshops on June 26, 1997. The title was later changed to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. J.K. Rowling's story about a kid wizard turned into a worldwide sensation. 6 additional books followed as completed 8 motion pictures, which first part was released in 2001. Feeling old already? Well then, fasten your seatbelts, old fellas, as we're about to take a ride to the world of Harry Potter and its cast then versus now. But before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Now, without further ado, let's say the magic words. Specialis Revelio. Number 10. Katie Leung, aka Cho Chang. Katie Leung got the part of Cho Chang after her dad saw a promotion ad and proposed she give it a try. After hanging tight for 4 hours for a 5-minute tryout, Leung was picked to play Harry Potter's first love intrigue. Katie showed up in 4 Harry Potter films and in 2 games. After the Potter succession, Leung didn't know whether she needed to keep acting. Anyway, after going to a show course at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland, she chose to proceed. She played Jung Chang as her introduction stage job in Jun Chang's self-portraying play Wild Swans. In 2017, Leung co-featured with Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan in The Foreigner, playing Fan, Chan's character's daughter. Right now, the on-screen character has wrapped up a deal with a TV arrangement White Dragon and Chimerica. Number 9. Robert Pattinson, aka Cedric Diggory. Mostly popular for his Twilight series, Robert Pattinson is, apparently, forever imprinted into our brains as the sparkly vampire Edward Cullen. Nonetheless, before that, he was a Hufflepuff regent, Cedric Diggory. Even though he featured in just 1 film, his part was huge enough to gain him the title of English Star of Tomorrow. Pattinson proceeded to have an amazing acting vocation with a lot of assignments and grants for his different jobs. It was as of late reported that Pattinson will depict the iconic role of Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, in the up-and-coming film. Number 8. James and Oliver Phelps, aka Fred and George Weasley. The well-known, insightful, splitting, indistinguishable twins who spent their whole youth instigating problems in Hogwarts thought that it was difficult to keep acting separately for a period. They remained by one another's side, guest featuring in the TV show Kingdom, and discovering supporting jobs in the TV film Danny and the Human Zoo, about the life of comic Lenny Henry, and in the non-mainstream parody Own Worst Enemy. In any case, even though they despise everything live respectively, the two have discovered their very own ways of life as James kept acting and taking on jobs in films The Turn and Ward 3. Oliver quit acting and took to blogging, making an online site called Job World, where he expounds on his affection for sports and adventures. Number 7. EVANNA LYNCH, aka Luna Lovegood. While the rest of the cast had an acting gig before handling a part in Harry Potter, EVANNA LYNCH had no involvement with the field, earlier being given a role as Luna Lovegood by any means. She was fixated on the books as a youngster and wrote several letters to the writer before finding out about open throwing for the part of Lovegood. She was chosen from 15,000 young ladies, and makers have asserted that while many could play Luna, EVANNA was, truth be told, Luna, particularly with her profound information and proclivity to the character. After the Potter agreement was done, Lynch proceeded to play in a few different motion pictures, including a 2015 Irish autonomous show film, My Name is Emily, where she was a lead. Lynch likewise played nearby her Harry Potter co-stars James and Oliver Phelps in Danny and the Human Zoo. In 2018, EVANNA contended on season 27 of ABC's Dancing with the Stars, where she arrived at the finale. As of now, the on-screen character has quite recently wrapped up Take a Shot at a Wrongdoing parody, Madness in the Method. Number 6. Bonnie Wright aka Ginny Weasley. Now, as we are going down the list, you are probably seeing some major transformations. Yep, they grew up to be beautiful. At the point when Bonnie Wright previously offered the role of Ginny Weasley in 2001, it didn't appear as though her character or depiction had a lot of effect on the general film. All things considered, it was just a short scene where the emphasis lied on the expectation of endeavors. Be that as it may, as Ginny's significance developed in the agreement, Wright indicated increasingly more character in her depiction, accepting gestures of recognition from a few pundits. While shooting the last 2 portions of the series, Wright concentrated on her studies and by 2012 had a Bachelor of Arts degree from London's University of the Arts, London College of Communication. After the series finished up, the on-screen character continued chipping away at her acting vocation, just as fanning out to demonstrating, coordinating, and delivering. Right now, Wright is taking a shot at a parody titled Those Who Wander. Number 5. Matthew Lewis aka Neville Longbottom. One of the most iconic transformations among all the series actors, Matthew Lewis shocked everybody with his mind-blowing sparkle up as the Harry Potter films were finishing, as he didn't look anything like the child that we as a whole viewed toward the start of the arrangement. Lewis had been acting since he was 5, yet just at 12 years old that he at last landed the job that got one of his marks. The cumbersome, wide-toothed, and round-confronted kid was none other than Neville Longbottom, and Lewis appeared to fit that job perfectly. After 10 years, Neville's transformation from an ugly duckling into a lovely swan. The on-screen character has since made himself known outside the Potter world by playing Jamie Bradley in The Syndicate and Corporal Gordon Tower Block, housed in the BBC Three satire dramatization Bluestone 42. Lewis came back to the big screen, playing Louisa Clark's, Emilia Clarke's, long-term sweetheart Patrick in the sensational show Me Before You. Number 4. Tom Felton aka Draco Malfoy. The on-screen character, who played a wretched low-life fan to loathe, has kept a lower profile than his different castmates, however has been similarly as occupied. That year, the last Harry Potter film was out. He featured as Dodge Landon, playing a low-life indeed in film industry hit Rise of the Planet of the Apes. He likewise featured in a United Kingdom close by Rosamund Pike and as Lucius, an official of the Roman Armed Forces, in Risen. Felton has additionally shown up in TV, appears as Erich Blunt, a Silicon Valley Wonders in Murder in the First, and as a supervillain Julian Albert or Dr. Alchemy in the Hero CW show The Flash. He is right now shooting the Shakespearean show Ophelia, in which he plays Laertes. At the point when not acting, Felton is a performer and has released 4 EPs where he sings and plays the guitar. Number 3. Rupert Grint aka Ron Weasley. After playing 10 years as Ron Weasley, Rupert Grint was offered his fortunate role in 2011 at 11 years old. Similar to the remainder of the Golden Trio, Grint was perceived for his acting in the sequels that took 10 years of his life and propelled a fruitful acting profession. Indeed, even while chipping away at the Potter films, the on-screen character took jobs as an afterthought, remembering one for films, driving lessons, and cherry bombed. After the last Potter film, Grint featured in the 2012 Enemy of a War film Into the White, just as the 2015 French satire film Moonwalkers. At present, the on-screen character is chipping away at a venture called Instruments of Darkness, closed by Charles Dance, Sean Bean, and James Darcy. Number 2. Emma Watson aka Hermione Granger. From playing the extreme bibliophile to turning into a UN Ladies Goodwill Ambassador, the essence of Burberry and Lancome, and alum from an Ivy League college, Watson has demonstrated the world she isn't only an entertainer. After the Harry Potter series, she was offered her huge break at age 11. Watson returned to class and moved on from Brown University in English literature. She at that point helped dispatch a UN sexual orientation equity crusade called He for She, which helped destigmatize the word women's activist. At the point when she took on film jobs, she did so specifically. She played the free, lively, and erratic tutor, Sam, in The Perks of Being a Wallflower, worked with executive Sofia Coppola as an adolescent, shaft-moving criminal in Bling Bling, and as Ela and played the girl of the man God decided to spare and advised to assemble an ark in Noah. Lately, Emma played Belle in the movie hit Beauty and the Beast, tweaking the part a bit from the first with the goal that this time, it's simply not Belle's father who is an innovator, yet besides Belle herself. Simply breathtakingly beautiful. I think I'm gonna cry. Number 1. Daniel Radcliffe aka Harry Potter. And of course, last but not least, the boy who lived. Since the age of 11, Radcliffe got his enormous break playing the kid wizard who eventually vanquishes the Dark Lord Wizard Voldemort. At 17, while on a break from dealing with the Harry Potter series, he stunned fans when he took on Broadway's job as an insane stable boy in Echoes that required a nude scene. His one-of-a-kind role didn't stop there. After the Harry Potter, he played Arthur Kipps in spine chiller The Woman Dressed in Black, where he had to lie inside swampy lowland. He later went through weeks reading pharmacy as far as concerns him as the young doctor in the TV series A Young Doctor's Notebook. One of his forthcoming jobs is playing Daredevil Yossi Ginsburg in the film Jungle, which has pushed him to his ends, starving himself bone slender as his character loses all sense of direction in a Bolivian wilderness. And with that, it's the end of our list. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, let's erase your memory, shall we? So you can watch this video again. Obliviate.